Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Fires to the big fella. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Mississippi State's offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic, but I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got him, and nobody's close. There he goes. Powers through. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Got it behind the line. It's Conrad. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7th. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. This time it's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Aggies are on the move. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got the tight end. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Touchdown, Aggies! Stealing a score on special teams. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Quick step and go. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Mississippi State right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, number 19. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Working that left side now. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on fourth. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no... Looking for a deep man. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Caught over the middle. It's Barmore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. A big play, gets it into plus territory. Came out of bounds at the 44. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Aggie! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Looking to buy time. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
What great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he makes the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TK.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Woo. deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Everett. Quick strike complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. On the move, he fires. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath?
Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Everett. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The snap sets up the throw. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On the move. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
A long way to go on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. From the gun, the running back has it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Everett. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the punt. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And the rush will get to him at the 25. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lets it fly. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature, this is when Aggies go nuts. They go crazy because their offenses are fun, exciting.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Aggie! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope. 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
And the point after is good. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Scanning the field, it's Everett. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at... yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
He's going to take off. Took care of it himself. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Everett. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it looking for a first. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Back to the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Just into the end, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Grabbed by the kicking team. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positive.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and practice. They just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
To the air. It's Everett. Fires on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been
There he goes. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
And this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know.
Lots of room to run. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Everett. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.